Hello, everyone. I believe that we may be live. I'm just waiting for my other colleagues to join me. My name is Ali Sugars, and you are watching the Healing Through Love show. How are you, everyone? I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. I'm just going to wait for a little bit to see if Charlene and Rose join me. And I'm even hoping that I'm live.
Ali. Hi, Ali. How are you?
Here you go.
It's great to be here.
Charlene, how are you, my darling?
And I'm ready to go. And I'm sure Rose won't
good.
be very far away. So while we wait for Rose, I might just do a really quick introduction. Hi, Rose. How are you? Welcome to the Healing Through Love show. We're here to increase awareness within the community about providing family and domestic violence survivors with a soft place to land and to offer advice on services available to those survivors and their families.
So we have many local businesses, and I can't see her here, so I'm going to do her a little bit. We have many local businesses and service people who generously pay it forward at our Pamper Days by providing their time and resources. And at these events, there she is, our beautiful Rose.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, Rose.
And I got lost. So there we go. I'm here. Thank you, Ali, for doing that. It's great. Yes. So, yeah, we're looking for businesses.
That's all right.
In the future. So let's get started.
Excellent. Good job.
Beautiful job. Yes. Okay.
So each week on this show, what we'll be doing is we interview a couple of the supporters that we were just talking about of our Pamper Days, and we learn more about their personal journeys, their businesses, and why they support Healing Through Love to assist these survivors. So first up today, we have Suzanne Ingelton, who is the owner of Your Inner Calm Coach. She is a mind-body weight loss coach, a hypnotherapist, Reiki Master, and a meditation teacher. Hello, Suzanne. How are you?
Hello. Yes, I'm a jack of all trades.
You are. I'm very impressed. So tell us a bit about what you specialise in, Suzanne, and a bit about your business.
Yeah, sure. So I specialise in mind-body weight loss coaching. So for women and men who are really struggling on an emotional level with their weight loss, because it actually all starts in the mind. It's not about the food. And I suppose I came to this because I have been in a place of domestic violence, having to, cope with all of that, and my mind space wasn't so good. And over the years, I have sought to self-develop and change the way that I think and feel, and I really wanted to be able to help other women do that. So my business has evolved. I started off as a personal trainer, then I still am a Reiki Master and Teacher and a meditation teacher, and then I've gone more into the mind side of it with the hypnosis and NLP. Timeline therapy. So that's what I do at the moment, and I really help women just to shift that emotional baggage, which we all have, but we do it really gently without having to go into the story of it. And I suppose it's really not worth dragging through the muck all the stuff. It's happened, but we just want to move forwards, and all of that stress actually accumulates in our body and creates weight gain, really. And so that's what I'm here now to help people shift.
That's brilliant, Suzanne, and I think that is really brilliant because from my own experiences, I know that, when you you can kind of tend to get stuck where you are, can't you? And your mind, like you said, it's very much in the mind, and you do get stuck. You kind of, and it does affect your weight, and it does affect everything in your life. So I love that. I love that you said you look forward as well, instead of staying in the moment.
That's right. And, our mind affects our body and our body affects our mind. And, if we're already struggling with, the effects of domestic violence, to have weight gain compounded on top of that is just going to make it even, it's just going to add a level of difficulty to get out of the space that people are in. So it's my job to help women from a mind and body perspective, so they can sort of move through that journey more gently and easily, and come out on top on the other side.
And I noticed that you said weight gain. Do you see many clients who have a problem with too much weight loss as well, so they're going the other way?
No, I don't, but I do know, and I was like that. Stress affects people differently, and there's no really rhyme or reason. But I know that when I was going through, a rough patch, I became a stick. The weight just fell off me, yeah. And it's not healthy for that to happen. I looked terrible, I felt terrible, and it's the opposite extreme, but it's still not good. No, I don't see women with weight loss, that extreme, but I would still approach it the same way in looking at, well, what's going on up here, what's going on in your mind space, in your environment, how can we help you to reduce your stress levels, and and address obviously the gut issues as well. I work closely with a naturopath, so we do offer quite a holistic approach in order to get people back into balance in whatever that way that is for them, a healthy balance.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I think that's special too. I like that it is more of a holistic approach. And, I know you've got in your little blurb there that no diets, no pills, shakes, potions, or calorie counting involved. Brilliant.
No, we want to get out of that food prison. That's just so totally constraining and confining, and life's not like that. We want to be able to live our life, enjoy our food, feel nourished in, mind, body and soul. So I bring in energy healing as well to, what I offer. And so, yes, definitely a full, well-rounded, holistic approach.
That is really, that kind of excites me, and I think that's very important for us. So, Suzanne, tell us a bit about how you became to be involved in the Pamper Days and Healing Through Love.
Before my business had evolved where it is now, I was, I still am a Reiki Master and Teacher, and I found out about it through a post that Rose did, I think. So that was the Healing Through Love last year. And I attended with a couple of my Reiki students. So it was a great opportunity for them to get out and, practice their Reiki. And it was just so rewarding to be there and see people come in that, I know what I've walked. I have a sense of walking in their shoes through what I've been through. And it was just so amazing to be able to sit someone down and just offer them some peace, some calm, a sense of relaxation, which is where this is where our body starts to heal, when we're relaxed, in the relaxed state. And sometimes, we just need a bit of a helping hand. And I guess that's what I'm here to do, is to help people and guide them and give them the tools to be able to put themselves into a relaxed state. That's where we can start the healing.
Definitely. And I, as most of our audience may know, I went to the Healing Through Love Pamper Day last year, and I went into the Reiki room. I had, I think from memory, I had a massage with one of your students, a neck massage, and you did a bit of Reiki on me, and that's where we first met. And it was such a beautiful experience. It was just, like you say, it was so calming. Yeah, so for anyone who, coming to the Pamper Days, I think that's very much what they would be in need of. So we very much appreciate you. And you're coming to this year?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Beautiful. So when we can finally finalise a date, we will certainly make sure that you have a very good spot. Will you be bringing some? Will you be bringing some students this year?
I will certainly do my utmost. I know that, particularly as Reiki practitioners, we've been a little bit, I don't want to say hamstrung, but we haven't really been able to practice our craft on a one-on-one basis, obviously. So it's such a healing experience for us as well as the participant. So I'm sure I can, organise a whole bunch of people to come along and offer hands-on healing if that's how we're able to do it. But even so, Reiki can be sent over time and space, and we don't actually have to be hands-on. You can still receive the beautiful healing energy of it, even if we're standing apart or, over this sort of medium as well. So there are many ways to do it.
Great. Well, that kind of brings me to my next question, is to say, ask the question, what are you doing at the moment in this time? Is your clinic still open? How are you running at the moment?
Yes, I am very much open and have been. I run a lot of my sessions, well, all of them via this medium, via Zoom. So it's been a bit of a learning curve for a lot of people, but it's a bit of fun, and it's still up close and personal. In fact, with a Zoom screen, we're more closer. We're only about, this far away from each other on a Zoom screen than we are in the room. So yes, still running classes. I'm running online courses. I have one-on-one coaching clients. I have one-on-one weight loss clients. We do it all via Zoom. I do Reiki. I send Reiki via Zoom as well. So and run Reiki shares as well. So it's all very interesting, and thank goodness it's there.
It never ceases to amaze me. Isn't it technology wonderful? And the creativity of how everyone has managed to just pivot and find ways to keep doing what they do. So well done. Good job.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So tell us, Suzanne, where can people find you? Whereabouts are you located in Adelaide, and how can they get in contact with you?
Yeah, sure. So if you're living in Adelaide and you're able to come down, I'm at the Good Hub on Goodwood Road, just up near the showground. So it's been fully renovated and extended. It's a beautiful old building. There's 17 different kinds of practitioners here. So it's a wonderful healing community. And, we're very happy to refer on to other practitioners who do all sorts of different things here. Or if you're not in Adelaide, because you don't have to be here, then I can still help you anywhere in Australia or around the world. So I have a Facebook page, Your Inner Calm Coach. I have a website, www.yourinnercalmcoach.com. So really I can be contacted, and we can work together over any medium, whether it be one-on-one when we're able to do that. I think that's rolling out in the next few weeks, or via Zoom, whatever's more convenient.
Fantastic, Suzanne. We are so pleased to have you involved in Healing Through Love. Thank you, and we can't wait to see you as soon as we can. And we certainly appreciate your time in coming on today.
Thanks, Ali. It's been my absolute pleasure, and yes, I can't wait to be there and spread the beautiful healing energy of Reiki and chat to you in face to face, in person.
I know, won't it be wonderful? I can't wait. Thank you, Suzanne.
That's all right. Thank you.
And now I believe that we are going to have a quick word from our sponsors. thank you. We do thank you very much again to Be Live TV and My Time TV for sponsoring the show. Now, we have our second guest is hopefully going to come on any second now. And I would like to introduce you to Annie Carr from Lippy and More. Annie, hello, Annie. How are you, my love? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Hi, Annie. I don't know that she can hear me or see me. Hi, Annie. Can you hear me? So I'll just introduce Annie and hopefully she'll be able to hear me in a minute. So Annie is a proud distributor of Lip Sense, which is a revolutionary lip colour that stays put and won't dry out your lips, which I think is very important. And it's a very unique product. It's waterproof and does not smear off, rub off, kiss off for up to 18 hours. And so Annie, can you hear me? Hi, Annie. I don't know if she can hear me just yet. I might see if one of the other ladies can let her know that we are live, but never mind. I will let you know that I first met Annie probably about 2 years ago now, and I have bought some of her products. I actually bought some, or it was a year ago actually. I had to go, my son was getting married, and I needed some waterproof makeup because, you know, my son was getting married. I'm a bit of a crier, so it was definitely something that I needed. I went to see Annie. I have bought her products. They are fantastic. So I would highly recommend them. And we are just waiting to see if Annie's going to come back on live. And I believe that her shop is reopening in June because obviously restrictions are being closed, and she did mention to me today that she was going to reopen the store very soon. So we will make sure that we have the details and maybe the address of that store. If she's happy, we'll put it up in the description for you so you are able to go and visit her. And we have also provided her phone number as well. So you can find out more about her products on www.lippyandmore.com. And again, we will certainly put that in the products as well. So what I would like to just share with you now is a little bit about some donations that we are requiring from people who might like to be involved. If you don't have a business, there are other ways that you can certainly be involved in Healing Through Love. So if you haven't been to a Pamper Day before, what we actually have is we have a stall where we have clothing items provided for ladies who might have had to leave their situations without many belongings. So, you know, you may or may not be aware that quite often people do have to unfortunately leave these situations in a hurry, and they don't often get to leave with many clothing. So we have a stall where wonderful people donate their clothing, all kinds of things. It's not just clothing, it's handbags, shoes, we've got jewelry as well. What else? I've got a whole list here. Scarves, so tops, jumpers, all the basics. And we are in need of as many of these items as we can get this year. And what happens is when our survivors come to the Pamper Days, they actually come to this stall and they get to pick out a whole outfit to take away. And generally these are outfits that they can wear to places such as maybe court appearance or for a job application. So, you know, they're quite cross between dressy and, you know, formal, if you like. Not formal, but I don't know how to describe it. So I have to tell you that I have had a huge donation come in just before all this COVID-19 stuff started. I had a humongous donation come in from Midlands Uniting Church Op Shop. So I would like to shout out a huge thank you to them. They have provided all kinds of things. They are just a big supporter of associations such as Healing Through Love. So I've got shoes, shoes, I've got handbags, jewelry, all types of clothing. However, ladies, we are in need of more. So if you do have maybe some things that you, if during this time you've been going through your wardrobe and you've, put stuff aside to be able to, that you'd like to give away, we would really appreciate it if you can maybe just keep it aside at the moment. And when we can, we will work out a way that we can collect it from you. The other things that we are, is Annie coming back? Is she coming back? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm just going to keep going. So the other things that we are in need of as well are coat hangers, obviously, to hang. Hello, Annie, can you hear me? Hello, Annie. Nope, she can't hear me. Never mind. So, yes, we are after coat hangers to hang, obviously, the items of clothing on. But we also need things to hang the coat hangers on. So if you have any maybe clothing racks or shoe racks that you, even if you're, you don't want to give them away or donate them, if you have anything like that that we may be able to borrow for the day, it would be very, very much appreciated. Again, once restrictions ease a little bit and we can come and collect them from you, we can make a mutual space where you come and we collect them from you. That would be very much appreciated. We can certainly, and again, if you don't want to give them to us or donate them to us, we are very, very happy to get them back to you afterwards, because I know a lot of people will obviously use these things. Annie, how are you? Annie, can you hear me? Hello, Annie. Hello, Annie, can you hear me? I don't know that she can hear me. Hi, my love. No. Oh, never mind. These technical things, they're wonderful, aren't they? Oh, there I am. Technical difficulties. You have to love them and you have to work with them. I wonder if they go through these things on Channel 9 TV. I bet they do. So, yes, we would, just going back to the clothing. So if you do have items of clothing, shoes, handbags, anything like that, anything that you think would help someone in this situation. And it even comes to mind, I'm thinking maybe for the children, maybe not so much clothes. Now, the other ladies might be able to correct me on this if I'm wrong, but I believe that last year we had some toys that were donated to Healing Through Love, and that some children were able to go home with some toys as well. So I'm not 100% sure of that. We'll have to find out. But even so, this year, I think, it might be an idea, because obviously a lot of these ladies, unfortunately, they are mothers. Well, not unfortunately, but they are mothers, and unfortunately they do have to leave, which means they often don't leave with things to entertain their children as well. So toys, any craft items might be some things that you might be able to donate as well. I mean, we are always looking for new ideas on how to improve our Pamper Days. We are definitely open to suggestions, and it's going to be a fantastic day. I'm very, very much looking forward to it. We're hoping to be able to have this year's Pamper Day in September, and I have to say, at the moment, it does look very, very promising. That I heard this morning that restrictions are easing a little bit more as of next week. So the way we're going, it may very well be okay. And we're going to try again. Hi, Annie. Hello, Annie. Can you hear me? Hi, Annie.
Can you see me now, Ali?
Hello, Annie. I can see you and I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay.
I don't know that you can hear me. Oh, never mind. We may have to have Annie back on another day to make sure that she does get to come on and tell us about her wonderful lippy and her wonderful makeup and all the other items that she has. available to us. Technology is a wonderful thing, isn't it? So, yes, we would love to thank you for joining us today. It has been incredible speaking with Suzanne today. I've very much enjoyed hearing about her inner calm coach, her mind, body, weight loss, hypnotherapy, her Reiki, and her meditation. So thank you again, Suzanne, for coming on. Annie, we will have to be absolutely sure that we do have you back on again and we get these technical difficulties sorted out. But in the meantime, we would love to thank you for joining us today. And if you would like to be involved in Healing Through Love, you are very welcome to do so, either as an exhibitor, or we're always after volunteers to help in any way we can. And you can have your chance to come on this show and talk about your own business and your personal journey if you would like. So you can contact us via our Facebook page, Healing Through Love SA, or our email at htladelaide@gmail.com. And we would love you to join in with us again next week at 1 p.m. It's going to be a fantastic show as per usual, and we will see you then. So thank you very much for joining us, everybody.